Welcome to today's lesson in physics. Today we are discussing motion in a plane with constant acceleration. So we already discussed the terms like velocity, acceleration with regard to two-dimensional motion. Now we derived three equations of motion in a straight line. Now how those equations will be, not the three equations, the first two equations we are discussing now. We are not discussing the derivation and all, we'll just write the equation and its component form. The thing is this, when we discuss the equations in two-dimensional motion, the equation of motion can be written in two ways. One is in vector form and the other is in component form. In both the forms, we can write the equation of motion. Coming to the first equation of motion, so we know the equations of motion we derived for a body which is in uniformly accelerated motions. The same condition exists here also. So we have vector A is equal to V minus V0 by T. So we are considering a body which is in motion with constant acceleration. That means uniformly accelerated motion. For such a motion only we derived equations of motion. And we know A is equal to V minus V0 by T, or V is equal to V0 plus AT. So what we need to do is just take that equation in one-dimensional motion. Then replace V with the vector V, V0 with the vector V0, A with vector acceleration. That's what we need to do. So here we have V is equal to V0 plus AT. Now you can write it in terms of components. In terms of components, the equations are Vx is equal to V0x plus AXT and Vy is equal to V0y plus AYT. So in doing problems, we need both the equation either in vector form or in component form depending on the situation. Okay, now coming to second equation of motion. In vector form, the second equation can be written as, so we know in one-dimensional motion the equation is x minus x0 equal to v0 t plus half at square. So instead of x minus x0, we can write r minus r0, vector r minus vector r0 equal to v0 t plus half at square. So we have written it like r is equal to r0 plus v0 t plus half a t square. So what is vector r? Vector r is the final position vector and vector r0 is the initial position vector. v0 is initial velocity vector and a is the acceleration. Okay, so this is how we can write the second equation of motion in vector form. And in component form, what it will be? Component form, x is equal to x0 plus v0 xt plus half axt square and y is equal to y0 plus v0 yt plus half ay t square. You can write it like x minus x0 equal to v0 xt plus half axt square and y minus y0 equal to v0 yt plus half ay t square. Both are correct. Okay, so anyway, these are the two equations of motion which are the equations in component form. So in doing problems, I repeat, doing problems, both the equations we should study. Okay, so once again, first equation of motion, that is v equal to vector v equal to v0 plus at, or vx is equal to v0x plus axt and vy is equal to v0y plus ayt. Second equation of motion, vector r equal to r0 plus v0t plus half at square, that is in component form x is equal to x0 plus v0 xt plus half axt square and y is equal to y0 plus v0 yt plus half ay t square. Now third equation of motion we need not study now because vector product we haven't discussed. That means product of two vectors we haven't studied. So squaring a vector and all we don't know. So we are not discussing for time being. Only these two equations we are discussing. Now we will discuss two problems. Example 4.4. The position of a particle is given by vector r is equal to 3ti plus 2t square j plus 5k, where t is in seconds and the coefficients have the proper units for r to be in meters. Find v of t and a of t of the particle, and b, find the magnitude and direction of v of t at t equal to 1 second. So vector r is given. You are asked to find what? Vector velocity and vector acceleration. So how will we find? Very simple. Vector v is equal to dr by dt and vector a is equal to dv by dt. So we have to do differentiation. Okay. So first we have v of t equal to dr by dt equal to d by dt of 3ti plus 2t square j plus 5k. So we'll have, see, 5k is constant. So when we differentiate that 5k, you will get 0. So what remains is 3i. So 3t, no, when we differentiate it, it will become 3i plus 4tj. After differentiation this term, we will have 4tj. So that is velocity. Now differentiating this velocity, we will have acceleration. That is a is equal to dv by dt, that is 4j. So a is equal to 4 meter per second square, that is along y direction, because j cap only, so it is along y direction. Constant acceleration it is. The second part, we need to find the magnitude and direction of v of t at t equal to 1 second. So to get the magnitude and direction, first of all we should find what is v at t equal to 1 second. So in the expression for v of t, in this equation, put t equal to 1. So we will have what? V as 3i plus 4j. So that is the instantaneous velocity at t equal to 1 second. Now how to find magnitude? Magnitude and direction we were discussing the previous days, that is root of vx square plus vy square, that is magnitude. So we have 5 meter per second. Root of 3 square plus 4 square, that is 5 meter per second. And the direction is tan inverse Vy by Vx, that is tan inverse 4 by 3, that is approximately 53 degree with x-axis. Such a problem I think we have done also, finding the magnitude and direction of a vector. Okay, so that's the answer to this question. Now coming to example 4.5. A particle starts from origin at t equal to 0 with a velocity 5 meter per second and moves in xy plane under the action of a force which produces a constant acceleration of 3i plus 2j meter per second square. What is the y coordinate of the particle at the instant its x coordinate is 84 meter? What is the speed of the particle at this time? Okay, so it's given that particle starts from origin. Origin means what? 0, 0. That means x0 is 0 and y0 is 0. And with the velocity 5i meter per second, it starts with the velocity 5i meter per second. What does it mean? 5i meter per second is initial velocity, that is vector v0. So here, as we read the question, we know it is given x coordinate, y coordinate and all. So we will do the problem in component form. That is the easiest way. Okay, so 5y meter per second means what? The initial velocity has only x component. Its y component is what? 0. So we can write v0 x is equal to 5 meter per second and v0 y is equal to 0. Okay, and it is moving under the action of a force which provides a constant acceleration 3i plus 2j meter per second square. That means there is an acceleration given by this. It has both x component and y component. So ax is equal to 3 meter per second square and ay is equal to 2 meter per second square. Okay, and we are asked to find the y coordinate at the instant. Its x coordinate is 84 meter. So x is equal to 84. At that instant, we are asked to find y. So first of all, we should find the instant at which x we are getting as 84. Then using that time, we can find the corresponding y. Okay, so we will start with the data. As I told, we have the data, and we will use the second equation of motion in component form. So x is given, that is 84. Substituting for the second equation of motion in x component form, we will get an expression in t, that is 1.5 t square plus 5t minus 84 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation, of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And the solution of that equation, the solutions of that equation is given by minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, so here in the place of x, what do you have? T. Okay, so t is equal to, just use that equation or substitute in that equation. So t is equal to minus 5 plus or minus root of 25 minus 4 into 1.5 into minus 84 whole divided by 2 into 1.5. Simplifying, we will get t. So there are actually, for a quadratic equation, there are two solutions actually. Here one answer will be positive and the other answer will be negative. Negative answer we need not take because time will never be negative. So only positive answer we have to take here. So we'll get time to be 6 seconds. Now that 6 seconds we can substitute in the expression. That means second equation of motion itself in y component form. So we have y is equal to y0 plus v0 y into t plus half ay t square equal to 0 plus 0 plus, that means y0 is 0, v0 y is 0, and substituting the other terms will get it to be 36 meter. So that is the answer to the first question. We know the second question is, what is the speed of the particle at this time? So to find speed of the particle, we need to substitute, or we need to get v at that time t equal to 6. So if vector v is vxi plus vyj, speed v is given by the magnitude of vector v, that is root of vx square plus vy square, that is v0x plus ax into t. So substituting, we have 23 meter per second as vx, and vy also we need to find. Vy is v0y plus ayt, that is 0 plus 2 into 6, that is 12 meter per second. So we have v is equal to root of 23 square plus 12 square, that is root 529 plus 144. You will get it around 25.94. So approximately 26 meter per second is the answer. So this is how we need to do this problem. Okay, so you have to do it in component form. That is better. Now in the same manner, we have two problems from exercises similar to 4.4 and 4.5. Similar to 4.4, the question is 420, and similar to 4.5, the question is 421. So 420, vector r is given. We are asked to find velocity and acceleration of the particle and the magnitude and direction of the velocity of the particle at t equal to 2 seconds. So in the same way, we have to do it. So while doing vector v, we will get 3i minus 4tj, and vector a is equal to minus 4j meter per second square. And at t equal to 2 second, substituting for t, we will have vx and vy as 3 and minus 8 meter per second square. So using that, you can find the magnitude and direction of that velocity. So we have magnitude of or speed of the particle. Magnitude of instantaneous velocity is called speed, that is 8.54 meter per second. And finding tan theta, we will have vy by vx. Since vy is minus 8, here we will have negative. So when you have theta equal to tan inverse minus 2.6667, you have to find tan inverse that 2.6667. You will get it around 69 degree 26 minute. So that negative sign shows that that angle is taken in negative direction. What I mean is, usually the angle is measured with respect to x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So when we say the angle is negative, means this is how it is coming. That means from x-axis it is measured in opposite direction. That is what we mean by that negative direction. Otherwise, usually how we express an angle or measure an angle is from the positive direction of x-axis. So this is what we mean by positive angle. Okay, so here this angle is positive. Here, since tan is negative, we are getting that angle to be in the opposite way. That means in the negative direction. So in our answer, our angle mentioned is in negative direction, means in this way. So from positive x direction, an angle 69 degree 26 minute in the downward direction. That is the meaning. You need not write like that. You just write in the negative direction. So 69 degree 26 minute in negative direction. Now next problem 421 in the same manner. Okay. So we have acceleration, velocity, etc. is given, and it's given at what time is the x coordinate of the particle 16 meters. So here in the question it is asked to find that time, and what is the y coordinate at that time, and what is the speed of the particle. So in the same manner we need to proceed. So x0, y0 data we need to write and use the second equation of motion in component form. So x is equal to 16. We are getting corresponding time as 2 seconds. And y you will get it as 24 meter. Same method we are using. And we will find the what speed of the particle. So at t equal to 2 seconds, we'll get Vx is equal to 16 meter per second and Vy is equal to 14 meter per second. So speed we are getting as root 452, that is equal to 21.26 meter per second. So only this much for today. Thank you.